Let's go to Sammy, who's a Chelsea fan. All right, Sammy.
Hi, Sammy.
You're right. You're right, mate.
Yeah, look, Sammy, not happy at the moment, are you? So it's a difficult one.
Nah, it's just no one's good enough in the club. Our best player right now is Kovacic, and I mean, if we walked out of today's game knowing that a youngster called Carney and Zakaria would be our best players, I mean, we're just horrific. We've invested so much into the club, and yet it's just everyone's just awful.
Who's to blame for this? Because, you know, I know, like Dean was talking about, you've got a lot of injuries at the moment, but I look at your team that started. Koulibaly, Thiago Silva, Azpilicueta, Cucurella, who you paid 50 million quid for, Kovacic, Sterling, Ziyech, brilliant World Cup, Havertz, Pulisic, Zakaria. I mean, that's Chelsea's best team.
Yeah, I mean...
It's not.
Well, apart from Reece James.
And Chilwell. And Kante.
I don't know.
They're all getting in that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kante, I don't think he's got it anymore.
I don't think Kante plays anymore.
Yeah, no, he's just injured all the time now. And
he's only 31, you know. He's just had a run of injuries.
He's had a really bad run of injuries.
He's not finished.
No, we're not saying he's finished, but he's had a terrible run of injuries.
I'd sign him tomorrow.
Yeah.
Give him a good medical. Give him a medical. Make sure there's nothing permanent there.
Who's to blame for this, Sammy? What's going on? Is it the manager? Because look, Sammy, look, here's my 2 pence, right? I'm not a Chelsea fan, but you know I watch all the games, and you know Jason Cundy's gone missing. He's on the missing list at the moment. We're trying to get hold of him, but he's got his head in his hands watching that. But I look at Chelsea and I go weak, soft. Where's your leaders? Where's your stars? You know, who's winning the game for you? Where's your monsters up front? Where's your monsters in midfield? You got Zakaria, who's a young lad playing in midfield. Ziyech, Sterling, Pulisic, Havertz. I remember like Ballack, Lampard, Drogba. You know, like that. That's how I've always seen a Chelsea side: big, strong, horrible, don't get beat mentality. We ain't losing at home.
World-class players.
Yeah, world-class players. And now I look at this side and I go, apart from Thiago Silva, you ain't got a world-class player in your team.
Yeah, I mean, it's the sad truth about Chelsea right now. I mean, we are just spineless. I don't think you can blame it on the manager yet. I think we need to give him a transfer window, which obviously he's brought in Batashil, but I know nothing about him. I mean, I think we just have to wait it out a tiny bit longer. But I mean, 1 win in 8 is just horrific, and this team really needs to grow a spine if we're actually going to get anywhere. We're not fighting for top 4. I mean, we have to be fighting for top 6 now.
I'll tell you what, Sammy, I can remember at the start of last season when they signed Lukaku. I tipped them to win the league. I thought honestly, I'm admitting it. I thought he'd make the difference to him, and he come back and he didn't play very well at all. But to nosedive this far from that point, amazing.
Yeah, Sammy, thanks for your call. Just had a tweet come here from Adam, who's a Chelsea fan. Chelsea's injury 11, 4-3-3. Mendy, Reece James, Fofana, Chalobah, Chilwell, Mount, Kante, Loftus-Cheek, Pulisic, Broja, Sterling.
Yeah.
I look at that team. I still look at that team, even if they were all fit, and go, all right, apart from Reece James and Chilwell, who, you know, he's a good player, but Cucurella you spent 50 million quid on, and Mount, who I'm overly amazed by.
Mount's a good player.
No, he's a really good player. I'm not disrespecting Mount because he is a very good player. I still look at the team and go, soft.
No.
Soft.
I think you're being a bit harsh on them. I mean, when you've got all them sat on the bench as well.
They're 10th in the table. How am I being harsh? Look how much stick Tottenham get for how bad they've been.
It's not all right.
They're 10th, Chelsea. They're 10th.
But when you're looking for a reason, they've got a new manager.
Oh, drop me out.
And for me, that team you've just named who are injured, there's your answer.
That team ain't winning trophies. That team ain't winning trophies.
No, but combine that lot with
that
this.
Team is not anywhere near Manchester City. Chelsea have been one of the most successful, if not the most successful football club in the last 20 years.
No one's near Manchester City.
Well, Chelsea should be.
I'm not so sure. I mean, they're a well-oiled Pep Guardiola team he's had for 5 years, and they just take over. He's bringing Grealish on 100 million, Mahrez 75 million. Chelsea are bringing kids on. They've got that many injuries.
How much did Chelsea pay for Fofana?
Injured.
How much did Chelsea pay for Cucurella? How much did Chelsea pay for Havertz, Pulisic, Sterling, Kepa?
All good players.
All these players are playing, by the way. They're all playing tonight.
They're good players.
Don't tell me they can't compete with Manchester City.
Jamie, you could have put the best team out of all them players you've named, and they still might have got beat by Man City.
Well, exactly. So that's not good enough.
Man City is streets ahead.
Right, well, what's going on then? Something's not going right at that football club. Let's go to Shab, who's a Manchester City fan. All right, Shab.
All right.
Yeah, good, Shab. Look, big result tonight.
See the two players we need to sign on the January transfer target. We need to sign Jude Bellingham and that Portugal player from AC Milan. And those two players, we need to sign them on the January transfer target.
Yeah, but you ain't getting Bellingham now, though, Shab. You ain't getting him till the summer. And who's to say he's going to go there?
No. So who should we sign for Manchester City Football Club?
Now? Right now?
Aye.
No one.
No, I think the squad looks good.
No.
Why do you need to sign anyone?
No. We need to sign that Portugal player, plays for AC Milan.
Leao.
We need to sign him.
Leao, his name is.
Yes.
Yeah, well, I mean, you got Diaz and Laporte injured. They fit into that team as well tonight. So you've got a good squad. Look at the subs he's bringing on.
A good squad. They got £1 billion squad.
Yeah. I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
No, I'm just asking you, right? If Manchester City sign players on the January transfer target, they've got to sign a Portugal player for AC Milan. That's the player we need.
Okay.
Because he's got to take over Raheem Sterling.
That's fair enough.
No, it's not fair. It's not fair enough.
Well, you know what people don't
Phil
realise?
Foden. They've got Mahrez. They've got Grealish. They've got Bernardo Silva.
Do you know...
What's he talking about?
Do you know Sterling scored 14 goals in 33 starts last season?
Right.
Still got to replace them goals. Foden and Grealish haven't bagged them yet.
Haaland's got what, 25 already? You winding me up?
No, I mean Sterling's gone. I mean, playing wide. If you were going to criticise Phil Foden and Grealish for not getting enough goals, Sterling could say, "You got rid of me." 14 goals he got last season.
No, I know he took goals out of the team. He brought in Erling Haaland.
Yeah, tonight...
He's doubling up for both of them.
Tonight he come close a few times, but he didn't touch the ball for the first 20 minutes, I think. I think he had one kick of the ball, but that's his job, lingering.
His job is to
on
score
the last
goals.
shoulder.
Let's go to Gary, who's a Chelsea fan. All right, Gary.
Evening, lads. You all right?
Yeah, look, Gary, how are you feeling as a Chelsea fan watching that right now? Because it's a tough watch compared to what I'm used to seeing from Chelsea.
Well, I wish we had Man City's problems.
Well,
like your caller before.
I know.
Gee whiz.
I know. They ain't got any problems. Don't know what he's talking about.
Of course, they haven't got any problems. No, he ain't got a bloody clue, has he? Well, where do you want me to start? I mean, personally, I think it's all down to Potter. And I know people say he hasn't had a transfer window, blah, blah, blah. Managers at the top flight should manage. You know, I was at the Forest game last week. There's mutterings on the terraces. The fans aren't happy. I listened to what he said at the end of the Forest game. That he's not a Chelsea manager. Forest deserved to win the game. Forest deserved to win that game. They were better than us. End of story. But we should be looking at putting those teams to bed, and that's no disrespect to Forest. And then we come on to the game tonight against Man City. We've got nobody up front. We've got no creativity in midfield. You know, teams are pressing us high up the pitch. We're losing the ball. It's putting pressure on a back four because we've got nothing creative going forward.
Gary, you talk about Graham Potter, and I make you right, by the way. I've listened to some of his interviews, and I'm a massive fan of Graham Potter. I think he's done an incredible job at Brighton, but it's a huge, monumental step up going to a Chelsea football club. And sometimes when I listen to some of his interviews, he doesn't come across like he understands that he's the Chelsea manager.
This is the thing. And again, no disrespect to Brighton. They did well under Potter. They're doing really well this year. Fair play to them. But when Potter was at Brighton, what was his realistic expectation? Keep them in the Premier League. There's a massive, massive difference, and it takes a huge shift in mentality, and it comes from the manager. there's a massive expectation shift. The expectation for Chelsea is not to keep them in the Premier League. It is top 6, absolute minimum, top 4, and or win a trophy.
Top 6? Hold on, Gary. Sorry, hold on. Top 6? You can't be saying that as a Chelsea fan like that's acceptable. Chelsea have got a challenge for titles.
Yeah, I know, but can you see it under Potter? Can you?
Yeah, but that's not good. But that's not acceptable, Gary. That's not acceptable. Chelsea, owned by billionaires, had one of the most successful reigns in the last 20 years in the Premier League.
Yeah, agreed.
I can't believe Chelsea fans are coming on here going, we got a challenge for top 6. If you had 2 years ago, if you said that, the challenge for top 6, they'd laugh you out the room.
I wouldn't have said it 2 years ago.
Yeah, but what's changed?
The mentality. Look at the psychological side of the game is huge, and look at what Potter said before the Man City game. Yeah, it's so negative. What message is that sending out to the fans, the players?
So how's he going to put it right? What if Todd Boehly says to him, "I'll give you 200 million tomorrow"?
I wouldn't trust him.
Who are you going to buy to put that right?
Well, there's this Fernandes guy we're going after. I don't know whether that's the right thing. I really don't. I think we need a beast of a centre forward that can put the ball in the back of the net.
I'd sign Mitrovic if I was you.
Sorry?
I'd sign Mitrovic if I was you.
Well, it's taken him long enough to find his shooting boots in the Premier League, but this season he seems to have found his shooting boots in the Premier League, and fair play to him.
Or Ivan Toney.
Oh,
either one.
Toney.
Bust the bank.
Definitely Ivan Toney. But it tells you everything you need to know. When our most consistent player this season is a 38-year-old defender coming to the end of his career.
I know. He's an absolute Rolls Royce.
Imagine him 10 years ago in your team. Gee whiz, what a player.
If he played in the Premier League 10 years ago, he'd be going down as the greatest Premier League centre-half we've ever seen.
Oh, without a shadow of a doubt.
We're getting him at the end of his career, and I'm still sat there in awe of how good he is.
You imagine him alongside John Terry 10 years ago.
He's so good. It's actually ridiculous at 38 years of age. The way he anticipates danger.
He weren't as good as Mickey Droy. Who? Mickey Droy.
I'll behave. A lot of the time, he's 5 yards ahead. He knows what players are going to do before they do.
Yeah.
And that's you can't buy that. And to get that experience for free, but it tells you everything you need to know about where Chelsea are at the moment. And I know I said top 6. I get it's not acceptable. No, it's not. But right at this moment in time, if someone said to all the Chelsea fans, "Would you take top 6?" Bite your hand off if they said we'll finish in 6th, because I just can't see it.